I think Rob Font needs a nickname. He's got the shortest name of all time, just as short as John Anik, right? But if his nickname was like Helvetica, or Times New Roman, or Courier New, I guess those don't work. Let's focus on Rob Font, the fighter. I would argue he is the best fighter, pound for pound, to ever come out of the state of Massachusetts. One of the best jabs in the game. He is exceedingly durable. He has worked hard on his wrestling, though. That has proven to be his kryptonite over his last several fights. So with that as a particular focus, Robbie Font back on the proven ground tonight.
How is he so good?
Well, he still has visions of becoming a two-division UFC champion, and perhaps tonight will be a step in that direction. Here is the future UFC Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry-trained Frankie Edgar.
The little engine that could is what we call him. Frankie Edgar will not be deterred. He's a phenomenal striker. He's a great wrestler, and his jiu-jitsu was on display when he dominated Cub Swanson in the main event. It was unreal to watch him just control every single position. He's a true mixed martial artist in the highest order, Frankie Edgar.
And with respect to present company, DC, Frankie Edgar might be the most popular American UFC fighter of all time.
Oh yeah, he's unbelievable. We all love him. And you know what? I love him just as much as the fans do. Everybody likes to watch Frankie Edgar compete.
Let's see how it goes for Effie here under the bright lights tonight. And now our tail of the tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Rob Font. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Frankie the Answer Edgar!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, Rob Font has been a main event man of late for the UFC as we get this round underway, and there it is. You can be sure Rob Font's going to be pumping that jab all night long. Sometimes we lose sight of his other weapons on the feet, though. He has become a proficient kicker. His hooks are very devastating as well. And even if the fight does get to the ground, it's not as though he doesn't have submissions in his arsenal. Douglas Silva de Andrade can certainly attest to that. How will Rob Font choose to proceed? We shall see. All right, so there it is. Just to your expectation, Daniel, you felt like the wrestler was going to be able to get his takedown game going, and the kickboxer is floored immediately here in round one.
Well, they say wrestlers have the ability to dictate where the fight takes place, especially against a kickboxer. And with that takedown, he proved that point very sturdily.
Excellent ground and pound here by Edgar. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Get them out here. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position. Oh, he got to his spot.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of takes his back now. Ground and pound strike there now. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Edgar's right back to the full mount. 2 minutes to go. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Edgar.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet.
Oh, nice.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Rob Funk. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold, know when to fold.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Round 2 is next.
Hey, stop.
Listen, your kicks are working. All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Round 2 here. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch. Right hook to the head, blocked. Well, at this point, he's really got to think about mixing some things up a little bit more and working that body. He's had a lot of success up top, working the head, but at some point, change your level, work that midsection. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Frankie throws everything in 2, 3, 4 punches at a time.
Throws the teep.
Nice.
Little judo throw there to take him down. High praise, I would think, from the Olympian, DC. Nicely done.
I mean, it was beautiful. The way that he stepped across, got his hips and started driving into his opponent. What a phenomenal technique. Great position. Great knowledge of knowing how to manipulate someone's body.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Relentless pressure from the top by Edgar.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Font gets up. He is back on the feet here. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Edgar gets caught by that straight hand. 90 seconds to go in the round. Big elbow there, lands. Fighters separate from the clinch.
Another big takedown.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Side control is pretty safe there. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Edgar's got the full mount. .20 seconds now remain in the round. We now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good.
Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Ah, that jab hurt him.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Single collar tie now. Mixing it up well tonight. There's a shot to the leg. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Edgar gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, he's hurt.
Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Edgar.
He's sticking him over.
I'm not sure how he's staying up with it.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Oh, he's got his back. Oh, how about that? Strong reversal on the ground. Nice strike from bottom position. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Edgar.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Gotta be careful here. Changing the position.
All right, feet on the hips here.
A little high elbow guillotine.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded and so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he is giving himself a chance.
Oh, big shots here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Great work here from the bottom fighter. Edgar ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Beautiful transition. Massive shot from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Edgar's has got full mount now. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. And there's a takedown attempt. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. A swing and a miss by Edgar. Misses with the right hand. Thoughts cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Ooh, he landed a huge hook there.
Nice level change. He's got to start throwing down.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Edgar's in half guard. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, and he's out. Back to his feet. Well, fortunate that picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
How about those 5 minutes?
Stop.
A little blood trickling out of the nose of Frankie Edgar. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Big shot to the body. Oh, nice double hook, yes.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Rob Funk. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Good work from the top here by Ed. Oh, his right eye keeps taking damage, looking pretty swollen now. All right, side control now. 3 minutes now to go to decide this one. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Oh, right into mount. He's got to be careful here.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Frankie Edgar working hard for the finish here. Oh, big shots from the top. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut. "20 seconds to go in the fight. A series of punches from the top here by Ed. Out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. With a winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Frankie the Edgar Edgar.
Iron Army, stand up. The celebration is on in Toms River, New Jersey, and beyond. Their guy, the answer, Frankie Edgar, getting his hand raised yet again.
Well-rounded skill.